Alright, next subtopic that we're going to learn is about response to stimuli. So write it in the middle here. Response to stimuli. Okay, first of all, you need to know what is the meaning of stimuli. So there are two things that are involved here, which is response and also stimuli. First one is stimuli. Okay, so what is stimuli? Stimuli is actually any changes that occurs in your environment, in your surrounding environment. Okay, so changes in surrounding environment. So this could be, maybe just now it was hot, now it is cold, so it could be anything. Alright, so changes in your surrounding environment. Okay, next would be response. So when these changes happens, what do you do? So response is the action that you have taken in responding towards the stimuli here. Okay, so the action taken towards stimulus. So stimuli means one change and stimulus means many changes. Okay, so for example, if you can see over here, this boy is closing his ears or he's startled. Okay, he's shocked now because because he heard the sound of thunder and lightning. Okay, so now what is the stimuli here? Now the changes here that you can see is the thunder. This is your stimuli, and the response is what the boy is doing. When he heard the thunder, he become startled. Okay, so what he is doing here is the response. Alright, now let's see this picture over here. So this girl had touched the flower that has the rose that has some thorns on it. So the changes here, the stimuli would be the thorn. Okay, and the response would be what happened when you have touched a thorn. You would move your hand quickly. You wouldn't have just let your hand be there, right, for so long. So you would move your hand. So when you are moving your hand, that would be your response. Alright. So now all of these responses depends on 5 things, which is your sensory organ. Okay, so you're going to write here sensory organ. Okay, as you have learned in your kindergarten and your when you were little, there are 5 sensory organs. You know that 5 sensory organs song? So the first one, you have your ear. So when you're using your ear, you would hear anything. So like for this boy, he heard the sound of the thunder. Okay, and then you could also see. You could see with your eyes. So for example, if it's too bright, what will happen to your eyes? You would close your eyes a little, right, to make it smaller because it's too bright. And then you would smell things. So for example, if you smell good things or anything, that would be you are using your nose. Okay. Fourth, let's say you are tasting something bitter or something sweet or something hot, spicy. Okay, spicy and all that, it would be a type of pain. Okay, for example, you taste something sour or anything, you would taste it by using your tongue. Okay, and then lastly would be you touch something. So when you are touching, it would be through your skin. Okay, so any part of your body would be through your skin. You could feel cold, so that would be a stimuli, and your response maybe you would wear a sweater, you would shiver when you're cold. Okay, next one would be the importance. What is the okay, first of all, we'll move here first. Okay, so there are certain habits that disrupt your response to stimuli. That means it would make you respond slower to stimuli. Okay, habits that disrupt. So this habit that disrupt, there are 3 habits here. Okay, first one would be alcohol. Okay, so when a person drinks alcohol, so what will happen to them? They would respond slower to stimuli. So for example, if they're crossing the road, someone is honking at them. So what would they do? It would be very slow for them to react towards that horn. Okay, it will take some time for them to react to that. So that's why you cannot drive when you are drunk. Okay, when someone has drank alcohol, they shouldn't drive. Okay, That would be it. So alcohol consumption, it causes intoxication. Okay, intoxication means someone who, when you drink a lot of it, it will become toxic to your body. Okay, this is related to alcohol consumption. Okay, next would be sniffing glue. Glue sniffing. Okay, so glue sniffing is a type of chemical. Glue it's not the glue that you use, in your art and craft. It's a type of a strong glue, in which when you sniff it, it is actually, there is very high chemical content inside of it. So when you sniff it, it will cause hallucination and also addiction. Okay, so this is very bad as well. And addiction. Okay, next would be drug abuse. So sometimes some people would abuse drug. What does it mean by drug abuse? That means if the prescribed drug is certain amount, they would go beyond that, or they would take certain drug which is prohibited, which is not allowed because of the high chemical substances inside of it. Okay, so this would cause the same thing as this, such as hallucination, addiction, blackout, all of these things. Blackout, addiction, a lot of things, and addiction. Okay, so all of these things that disrupt your response to stimuli, why is it so bad? Because mostly it will slow down your response to it, stimuli. Okay, that's why it's not good. Okay, so remember, it slows down your response to stimuli. Okay, lastly, it's about the importance. Why must you make sure that humans can, why must we make sure that we can respond to stimuli? Okay, so this is your importance. What is the importance? First of all, the importance of it is to avoid injury. For example, if back to this situation, okay, so when you leave your hand, you just leave it like that, when you had hit a thorn, what will happen? It will cause you to have severe bleeding, right? So in order to do that, to prevent that, it would um, the importance of response to stimuli would be to avoid injury for us. Okay, and another one would be to save ourselves. So for example, if someone horns at you, what will you be, what would you do? Maybe you would move away or something, you would save yourself from any harm and anything. Next one would be to obtain information and communication. Sure. Okay, so to obtain information and communicate, if we use all the sensory organ to obtain, so maybe if you taste lemon, you would know that it is sour. So this is an example of obtaining information and communicating. Okay, that's all for response to stimuli.